Do you think therapists need therapy? Hello there, welcome to this week's episode of Psych and Poetry. I am your host, Nirat Rab. We're going to be discussing some insights into the life of a therapist and probably some of the challenges they may face, and that's if they have challenges anyways. And that's why I have a very important guest with us today. Her name is Plangkhom Joyce. She is very qualified to discuss this with us, and she will talk about some of her own experiences which will help us and guide us in today's discussion. Please, can you just quickly introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Plangkhom Joyce. I'm a master's student with the University of Joyce, studying clinical psychology with experience in therapy. Thank you.
She's very qualified, so people should better sit down and listen. Alright, Joyce. So I would like us, before we delve into today's main discussion, to actually talk about what therapy really is all about.
Therapy is basically helping people cope with life challenges with necessary skills that they need to cope with these challenges. So if you have a friend that you feel like you want to speak with, you talk to the person. But in therapy, the emphasis for us here is confidentiality. We keep everything you say to us confidential, and we try to help you with these skills that you would need to cope with the challenges you're facing.
Wow, Unayeba. So is it even possible for therapists to go through challenges? And if it is, please could you kindly share some?
Of course, we go through challenges. One of the challenge would be that you'd find out that outside working hours, you are thinking of your client's challenges. You really want to help this person to come out of whatever this person is facing. So after working hours, I'm like, instead of thinking of my own problem, I'm thinking of my client's problem, because I really want this person to be free from whatever challenge that the client is facing. And sometimes the client expectations, they think that we are magicians, but we are actually not magicians. Over a period of time, of course, working with them, having their full cooperation, we tend to equip them with the necessary skills, of course, that would help them to cope with life challenges. And in your personal life, you see that you come in contact with people, and when you introduce yourself and tell the person that I'm a psychologist, and the person thinks that automatically you can read minds. But we don't read minds, we do other things. Yes, we take some observations looking at you, how you speak. It just basically helps us when we are making assessment and diagnosis. So no, we do not read minds.
Unayeba. Alright. So now, what are the consequences of these challenges that our therapists go through?
So the key is that sometimes you could actually have a mental breakdown, and having had a lot to always think about, because you really want to help your clients to leave the particular challenge that they are facing. It may get overwhelming to the point that you just want to leave the job. So it's one of the major challenge that we face as therapists.
That's so sad. But then how can our listeners actually help therapists cope with these challenges?
So our listeners, I want you to know, and also feel free sharing your information with us. We keep it actually confidential, private. Privacy is key to us. So don't be scared that we'll tell another person your problem, because most people, they feel like if I share my problem with this therapist, she may discuss it with somebody else. No, we don't do that at all. Try and have realistic expectations of us. Remember that we are not magicians, right? And time heals everything. Know that everything would be fine with time. Learn to talk to someone. Do not keep whatever is bothering you in your mind. Share your problems. Talk to someone. Okay, if you feel like you don't want to talk to somebody because they would actually share the problem with another person, and that trusted person would share it with another trusted person, you get, and the information is out there. Just go outside, excuse yourself, just go to this open field. You can yell, you can cry, just free your mind, okay? And you could take a vacation to relieve you of stress, right? And always try to do activities that keeps you calm, your hobbies, just to relieve stress is very important.
Thank you. But our therapist will sponsor that vacation because Anyways, thank you so much, Joyce, for coming on and giving us an insight to some of the challenges that therapists go through, and to show us that they are human beings and that we can actually help them as they're helping us, so we can understand each other. So thank you. Is there any word of advice, anything you want to add at this point to us?
Just emphasis on confidentiality and talk to someone. Do not keep it to yourself. Remember that a problem shared is a problem half solved.
Thank you so much, guys, for listening into Psych and Poetry for the week. I hope to see you next week, and please do leave a comment so that we can interact. Ciao.
Bye.